also going to use our clear stick, and I'll show you what the clear stick, why the clear stick is so
Mix your color before you put the hardener in.
Yep, and that's why I'm going to use 2 separate cups. But look how dark that has gotten with one single drop of color. So I mix all that in, and I mix the resin in a separate cup, and you're going to see a second why. So the reason we use the clear stick is, look at the difference between we use a popsicle stick or wood stick. That's a wood stick. This is a clear stick. So that's the difference in that. Adding all that extra moisture in the wood stick that it holds. Plastic obviously doesn't hold any moisture, so that's the difference. So you're going to get better coloring and less bubbles by using the clear stick, and we do provide those in the kits as well. So
right, because sometimes when you cut them down and finish them, you've got that, still got that that bubble.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't get it out.
And you're going to notice too, a lot of people say, well, do you have any bubbling? The reason is we don't get as much bubbling too. Is look how thin our plug is too. It's not as you can watch it go up on that side of that cup, and it goes right back down. So as quick as you're going to see it dry in 3 minutes, all those bubbles have time to come up and release. Okay, so I always set this aside over here, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to then grab the hardener. Okay, and I put that in a separate cup. And you asked me if I add the color in a separate cup, and the reason is yes, and you're going to see why in a minute. So we're going to add 2.5 ounces of this. I always put it back on there just to make sure I got it close. Okay, and once again, it's not super sensitive. You don't have to stare at it for an hour to make sure you get it to the millimeter. As you can see, both of those are fairly close. So the next most important thing is to pour your resin with the color into the hardener.
Okay, not the other way around.
Yes, and remember why? Because this is so thick, you don't want any of the residual getting in here and pouring in there unmixed. Okay, so I'm going to pour all this into there. Get all that in there, and you're going to see that there's still a little bit of dye and residual dye in the bottom of that cup. So now we're going to mix this, hence the name T45, even with the mixture, only 45 seconds. Don't mix it any longer. And the key with any plug, not just our plug, is you want to go in a circular motion like this, kind of creating that whirlpool effect where everything kind of stirs and mixes together. Don't go up and down, don't trap air in there. Okay, so we're going to stir this for 45 seconds. You should start to feel it get warm. If it gets hot, and I say that's depending on your environment, then you went too long. Okay, so I'm going to stir this for about 45 seconds. And really nothing out of the ordinary, let's be honest, of your normal plugging situation so far. So about 10 more seconds here. Any questions so far?
No, I think it's pretty self-explanatory at this point.
And I think the amazing thing is once I pour it in this hole, you'll see how fast it dries. Okay, plug damn secure. Another trick too is I always pour, just if you pour beer, you don't want any of that foam. Don't trap bubbles in. I slowly pour it on the side, let it run down until I get about halfway filled, and then I can slowly start to bring that back up. Get it just over the top. Okay. And Carolyn is recording, if you noticed. So in 3 minutes from now, we're going to notice I'm going to completely be able to tilt this over. You're going to see no bubbles up there. You could then go and plug these fingers in 3 minutes, and in 45 minutes you can cut them down and re-drill the ball, which means in 1 hour you can have a customer's ball back out the door. And same I tell people, you know, at UPS we pay more for overnight shipping, right? You can charge more for a premium.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right?
And the plug is no more expensive, if not cheaper than most other competitors. Okay. So you can get this out, you know, a higher profit margin.